Hey y'all, it's your boy Jimmy B, the relationship doctor, with another episode coming at you, as usual, coming at you from work, because this is where it's quiet and I get to think a lot more. So a lot of people saying, hey, this guy got no house or something? No, it's just that I think more like when because here is like boring. I woke overnight, so it's like it's real quiet. So one would say boring, but it's good to have quiet time. And also, this is what you need in your relationship also. When you doing a lot of blah blah, when you moving around, when you going to different events with your mate friends and stuff like that. You know, y'all really ain't, you getting to know each other about what y'all like as far as y'all going out there doing things, having dinner, going to parties, carnivals, museums, whatever the case may be. But sitting there just having a nice intellectual conversation. You know, some people can't stand each other in quiet time. Some people have to constantly be doing things. Just listen to what I'm saying. If you always doing something, because it's entertaining to both of y'all. You being entertained, like you in the movies, you watching a movie, you watching Captain America. I want to go see that joint. I heard it's hot, but I like action movies. So you sitting there while y'all out together, y'all going to an event together, y'all watching a movie together, but it's the actual screen that's entertaining y'all. You gotta think about it. You could go by yourself and be entertained. You know what I mean? Y'all just going there together. So y'all being entertained. Y'all ain't really got to have a conversation, but hey, you see that? Yeah, you see that? You can do that to anybody in the movies. So be it, you going to dinner. You having dinner. You're being famished, but you being fed. You know what I'm saying? So you checking out the meal. Of course, it's an interesting conversation. Oh man, this is good. Oh, this is delicious. You can have that with anybody in the restaurant. You got with the waiter. Oh, how can you ask the chef how he prepared that? It's delicious. So there we go. You are out together, but you're dialoguing in something that you could dialogue with practically anybody. You know what I mean? But you're enjoying something out with your mate or your friends. There be it you go into amusement park or Disney World, Great Adventure, whatever the case may be, and y'all having fun. You can go by yourself. There's plenty of people around you can talk to, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that was scary. Oh, so be it. But when you by yourself in that tight space, y'all in the house together, sitting there, y'all ain't doing absolutely, y'all ain't watching no TV, y'all just dialoguing. Can your relationship stand that pressure? It's, you should, when you get in a relationship, in the beginning, y'all should do a lot of dialoguing, because that's going to be the majority of your relationship. You ain't going to always be out to dinner. You're not going to always be doing something fabulous where you have you have conversation to make about it. It's going to be times when it's going to be raining, it's going to be nothing on TV, and y'all ain't got nothing but y'all to talk to. So it's good in the beginning of the relationship. It doesn't have to be a relationship between you and a female companion or a woman, between a man that has some type of sexual orientation. It could be just some homies. Hey, what's up? Hey, homie, man. Y'all gonna be sitting around dialoguing about, man, what y'all like? Y'all like boxing, or what we gonna do this weekend? Or, just sitting there having a regular conversation. How's life treating you? Because it's good to have conversations with how's the family doing. Because the people, you in a relationship, rather it be with homies or girlfriends, and y'all ain't, talking about each other's, families, y'all relationships. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? But you would think that if y'all was friends and y'all talk, you ain't got to go in detail intimately like, yeah, my man is big and all that stuff. You don't want to do that, start doing that anyway, because you got some woman to be like, be coming after your man. Vice versa, if you and your homie be like, man, my girl, man, she, I'm just saying, I'm just using it as a metaphor. She got a big old booty. That coochie. Why would you tell your man that? Why would you tell any guy that? That's between you. That's your secret. You better keep that to yourself, because your man's might be like, she do? I have to check that out. So you gotta be careful of what you share. But y'all can talk about, But sometimes that's not a good idea too, because if you tell your homies or your girl or woman, y'all tell your girlfriends that you and your boyfriend having trouble, or homies, when you tell your homies you and your woman having trouble, they might see that as an opportunity also. So in the beginning stages, like until you really get to know these people, to know they're not like that. I'm talking about long, like you've been dealing with them for 20 years, and it can still happen. You know what I mean? That's up to you. But, you know, you could just be like, you know, like come at like, you know any tips how to make a relationship better? You ain't got to tell them that y'all having trouble. You can be like, you know, what you think is a good tip? What you do with your wife, you know, when, you know, after you've been together for 15 years? Just give me some tips. No, ain't nothing wrong. You know, you'd be like, you know, you play it off. Ain't nothing wrong. I just want some tips. I just want to spice up our relationship. And you know, any tips or something like that, you know, play it off. You ain't got to go into detail. That's up to you. You know, if you want to go into detail, if you trust that person, if you think that person doesn't have an eye for your woman, or a woman, and you think that woman, that your girlfriend don't have an eye for your man, and went and stoop down that low, you know, because you got people that stoop down low, you know what I mean, that will do that. You gotta be careful. You know what I mean? That's another topic for another discussion for another topic. But I will go into it a little bit. So as far as, you know, dialoguing with certain people, sharing certain things, sometimes they'll come back and use that against you. Sometimes they'll go share that with other people. So when what you share, you have to be careful what you share, because some people share it with somebody else. They could go share it back with the person that you're dealing with. They could say, you know, like if you out seek, like if you're a woman and you like a man, right? You just like him. You just like, man, oh, I like him. Oh yeah, he got muscles and all that stuff. And I wasn't with Tone. I would get with him. You know what I mean? And your girlfriend might go back and be like, you know, Tone, you know, so and so, she keep talking about me about this guy at our job. You know, she's like him. You got muscles. You gotta be careful. People will go back and cut your throat and quicker because they want to be with you, or they're just throat cutters. They just dislike you, but you don't know they dislike you, and you don't know they're the enemy. So you have to be careful with that. You know what I mean? You can't. Everything ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? I would stick with sharing more pertinent information. Gotta be careful with family too. But with family, well, your mother, your father, the ones that give birth to you, I'm almost sure that you could share all your information with them. You know what I mean? As far as your relationship with your mate or whatever is going on in your life, I'm almost positive, 100%. You know, in some rare case, your mother and father might hate you. You know what I mean? That's bad. But I'm almost 100%. I'm 99.9% sure that you could share a lot of personal information with your mother and father. But you know, and then you go down to your sisters, your brothers, and things of that nature, you know, depending on the relationship that you have with them. Then you go down to your friends with the smallest amount of information, unless you feel as though they're like your sister and brother, and they will never cross you or betray you. So, the best way to get to know somebody, especially when you first meet them, is through dialogue. Because it's not going to always be those good, happy times that y'all going to be together. You know, I've been in relationships, especially when you've been with the opposite mate, as far as sexual relationship. When I was younger, I would get with a woman. She'd be bad. I was, you know, back then I was tight. So we'd be two good-looking people with, you know, everything, everything, a lot of things going on as far as financially, we good, and we sexually, we active and we hype. But after a while, that thing dies down. That choo-choo train comes to a stop, because you know it's just like that because it was based on it. So you don't want to have a relationship that's based on sex. You want to be able to get along. You want some dialogue. You want to be able to go in that closed room and be able to talk. And just wake up and talk some more, and go to sleep, wake up, talk some more. There's a lot of talking, even on trips. Like when you go in places, you know, I've seen people like, you know, like just, try to stay away from the other person and actually talking to other people besides talking to the people they with. You know what I mean? Because they're a mate, they don't have no dialogue. They just together for financial reasons, for sexual reasons, for kids, or they just together because, they just together. Some people just together just to be together. Like they ain't with nobody else. They be like, oh, I deal with them. I've been in relationships like that where I've been with women, I couldn't stand talking to them. You know what I mean? They would get on my nerves. They would drive me nuts. And I know a lot of y'all out there, hit the like button if you like what I'm saying, because it's a lot of people that you be like, I don't know what the hell they saying, or they just aggravate me, or, do they really got a diploma? Me be questioning, what is wrong with them? Like, what's wrong? Why they talk like that? Some people just aggravate you the way they talk. And you still deal with them and stuff like that. That's what you call a toxic relationship. Now you would say toxic will be like somebody that's treating you bad, somebody doing something to you, somebody talking about you, somebody trying to hurt you in some way. No, toxic mean y'all don't get along, and you really, like, it's best you part ways before you start. It become you disliking them and you start talking about them, which will be the toxicity, pre-toxicity, where is leading that way. So before you get to that, don't just be like, oh man, I'm scared that coochie good, or man, he's so muscular, I don't want nobody else to have him. That's toxic right there in itself. Not just being with somebody just for material things or physical need. That's toxic right there. So it's going to lead to a bad breakup where, one of the other can be like, I didn't really want you anyway. I only wanted you for this, and then you only had this, and girls good for that. They'll be like, oh, you only wanted you for your money. They were quick to tell you that. You know what I mean? That's why I don't get into them financial relationships. I give them what I want. You know what I mean? I don't give them no over exceedingly due to how I feel about them and what I would give to anybody, which wouldn't hurt me. Like if I gave or treated her dinner, and we had dinner, I would do that for any relationship, so it wouldn't hurt me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, oh man, I wish I ain't buy that. Or buying a little outfit for them, $100, something like that. Not in the beginning, throughout the relationship, $100, Valentine's Day gifts, buy some roses, buy some edible arrangements. That's throughout the relationship, but it ain't gonna kill my pockets. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna buy no car, you know what I'm saying, or buy a house or some crazy stuff like that, or buy a diamond ring that I ain't gonna get back, that ain't for engagement that I'm not gonna get back. And then that'll make somebody angry. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go out on that limb unless I'm getting married, unless I'm married. That's marriage stuff when you buying them cars and stuff like that. If you fronting like that, Mike Tyson used to buy women's cars and for one night. They meet them and they buy them, give them a car or something like that. He had millions and millions of dollars, which he lost all the millions of dollars, because he wasn't, he was mentally ill doing all them things because he was on drugs. He was living that high life and he didn't know what to do with his money. He didn't have nobody, a financial somebody help him. And plus, that's just the way things is sometimes. But anyway, that's besides the point. But, have good dialogue. That's your friend right there when y'all can sit down and just talk about things. And, like I said, sharing certain things, you can share it in general. You don't have to get down to the nitty gritty. Like you be like, oh man, me and my girl, man, we be going out sometimes and, we have a good time and, I wish, I knew how to do this and do that. You know what I mean? Like you can share bits and pieces, not go into detail of what's going on. You know what I mean? Or, you can just be like, man, I feel as though life is, good, but I wish I could do better. I'm trying to, and then you can have somebody saying, well, what you want to do for your career? How you looking? What you want to do for the rest of your life? Well, like you satisfied with your job. Somebody that can dialogue with you like that to help you, give you tips. Or I went to this, I was online, I went online to the Phoenix Institute, and they got good classes where, you can get your bachelor's and your master's or something like that. Somebody that could dialogue with you, that can help you out. Y'all can talk about, what y'all gonna do for the summer, you talk about, growing up, a lot of things, a lot of people wanted to get things on their chest. Growing up, you know what I mean? I wish, my father was there. That's not really that's not getting into nobody's details. A lot of people that grew up with fathers or had strained relationships with their parents and things like that. So, I mean, you ain't got to get in detail like they beat you or molested you or something like that. Then I think you should be sharing that with a therapist. God first, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you worship, I think you should be sharing with that with a holy therapist or a mental therapist that's not going to divulge it. They ain't going to share it with nobody else that maybe can give you some feedback. But if you feel as though that person has been in your life for a long time and sort of know, or you want to share with them, I don't like telling people what to share or how to share it or when to share it. You'll know when to share it whenever you're ready or not. I wouldn't want to share something like, I wouldn't share with nothing of that detail or even tell them nothing like that if I just met them or just known them for a few years, or I seen them talk about other people. Especially, you could see that when you see people talking about other people and what they might have shared with somebody, or so-and-so, when she was little, her father, had a baby by her, got her pregnant, and they got, you could tell when you talk to people for long enough, they'll give their other side. They'll give their other side because they can't help it. Satan, devil can't help but reveal itself. You know what I mean? At certain times, like you'll see a person mild-mannered. I was dating this woman before. She was so mild-mannered and sweet. Oh man, she was this. I was like, oh, she's so sweet. Oh, she would never do nothing. I made her mad one time. Satan came out of her. I was like, whoa, where the hell that came from? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, she did a total 360. Her voice changed and everything. So, and I was like surprised, but I just met her. It only been like 3 or 4 months, but the way she tried to change, but it'll come out. You know what I'm saying? Satan can't hide for so long. You jab at Satan, and Satan will. So just like I'm saying about people, when you're dealing with, I hear it all the time. I've heard people talk about people. I just meet people, and they'll just be talking. Oh, yeah, this girl, my old girlfriend, yeah, she was this and this, and she was sleeping with all these men, and she got gonorrhea, and you know what I mean? That woman shared that with you, or guys too. They'd be like, he went to jail, there was a punk in there, certain information that people shared or they know about they supposed friend, so you gotta be careful with friends. Usually relative, like your brother, your sister, especially, and definitely your mother and father, that they wouldn't share nothing, or they will always be there for you, always be your friend, hopefully. But I've seen siblings talk about each other like dogs. So you got, like, it matter what your siblings are, like I said. So, but have good dialogue with your friends. This is the topic of what I'm saying. You got to have dialogue. The more dialogue, the more, especially in the early stages of vetting friends, relationship, have good dialogue. You have to talk. Talk. Even though some people can hide it. Some people couldn't. When you just talking, when you're not, like if you just talking on the phone, like you met somebody online or something like that, y'all talking on the phone, y'all talking online. Y'all might go out here and there. They could hide it for a while, but once you get, but you can sort of get an idea of where they're going. But until you be with them for like actually meeting, hanging out with them, spending time, quality time with them, possibly spending a night going over their house, y'all going to each other's houses, and then it'll come out, whatever they're doing, because you'll see certain behaviors. Like you'll see their phone ring, or their phone be on vibrate, or they carry their phone with them. I hate people that carry their phone with them and always looking at their phone. I hate that. I hate people taking their phone or sliding off somewhere or anything like that. What I do at when I'm going to dinner with a woman or something like that, what I'll do is I'll get up. I'll be like, oh, my stomach. I gotta go to the bathroom. Like I'll fake it. Oh man, I'm being there for a minute. I'm going to the bathroom, and I'll get up and I'll run in the bathroom, and I'll peep out behind the joint like this, and see if they talking on the phone with somebody. I'll wait for a second. Because they'll be looking. They'll be saying, "Did he go to the bathroom? Did he go? Oh, he did." Give it a second, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, he back there. He gonna be back there for a minute." They'll pick their phone up, call me. Yeah, what you want? What? I'm busy right now. And then you'll be peeping. You'll just slide in there. You just slide up around that corner. Hey, oh yeah, it was a false alarm. You know what I mean? And they on the phone with that person. Maybe it could be their boyfriend, could be somebody they talking to or whatever, and they trying to get a quick word in. Hey, how you doing? So that's one trick that I use to see what's going on. Or you know, it's all kind of tricks. You know, you'll figure them out. But saying hello, that kind of threw me off. That's why I like quietness. I should have made this video like an hour ago where it was real quiet. People starting to move around now. It's going on 5 o'clock. But like I was saying, yeah, dialogue, that's your best thing, is to get into a lot of dialogue with the person. When you go out, check them out, check out the way they act. They picking up their phone all the time. You know, they're not really engaging in the conversation. Y'all not really on the same page. You don't want to go no further, unless it matter what your motives are. If you're just looking for a friend, you know, like if there's a relationship as far as female, male, female, you know, as far as intimacy relationship, and you really don't care whether she listens to you or not. That could be up to the person, you know what I mean? But I'm not wasting my time. I'm not getting no sexual relationship. I want a mental relationship. Then that will come on down the line. You know what I'm saying? That part will come on down the line. I'm looking for a mate. I'm looking for somebody that with some intellect, somebody that's not mentally ill. You know what I'm saying? That sort. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks for watching the video. I try to keep them short, but I try to give you good context, so I try to let it all out when it comes. That's why sometimes my videos might not be as fast as others, because I want to give you content that you can use in life, things that I've experienced, and things that, you know, that's meaningful, that's something you can sink your teeth into and you can live by it. Thank you, appreciate it. Have a good day.